Oh, I was quite a rebel myself, and it's a very traditional thing in India for everybody's parents want their children to be a doctor or an engineer, or you don't have a future. And I wasn't really good at school, so I succumbed to that pressure, and being a rebel, one day I decided to just run away from home. Because I was still a minor, the only place I could go and stay was in a slum, and that's where I ended up, yeah.
So this was at sort of the age of 17 or
yes,
something like that?
Yes, it was 1997. I was 16, 17 years old, yeah.
And yet, just a few years later, 3 years later, you're at a stage, you're 20 at this stage,
yeah.
and you are at a stage where you're able to sell shares
yeah.
in your first business. I mean, that is very unusual.
Yeah, it is. I mean, you know, life does give you opportunities, and you got to sometimes grab them. For me, it's been an incredible journey, and particularly in those days, in the slum, I was working in a restaurant, and I was a door-to-door salesman for a new English magazine in India. And I saw an advert about a business plan competition. I won a nationwide competition, and that's how I started this business. And there was a factor of luck because it was the first IPO boom, the tech boom. And there was a lot of money floating into these tech companies.
And yes, you have been a beneficiary of that, but perhaps we're all a little bit guilty of focusing on the success stories.
Yeah.
There have also been some periods of real difficulty for you, about 10 years, in fact, and you almost went bankrupt. I mean,
yeah.
How important has that been to you as a period of learning?
I mean, I'm a big believer, like, you know, failure is not opposite of success, it's feedback to success. So in those 10 years, the things I learned, I mean, I tried to do 3 more companies between the age of 21 and 31, and everything I tried didn't work out, and due to a number of factors. But I never gave up, and the perseverance stayed, and eventually, of course, I had to earn a bread for myself, and I ended up working in an insurance company. And while I was there, the idea of Blippar came up. But I can say today that today the business we are running in Blippar, it wouldn't even exist if those experiences didn't taught me what I'm putting into practice today.
I know that you're going to be talking to would-be entrepreneurs and probably quite young students as well tomorrow in Brighton here in the UK. They're all going to want to know the one piece of advice from you to emulate some of your success. What would you be telling them tomorrow?
I would say that there's one piece of advice, but the 3 phases to it. It's risk-taking ability, believe in yourself, and perseverance, because often, like, amazing ideas are never seen and understood by immediate people around you, and it's very easy to take the comfort path of getting a job and getting an education, and sometimes really seeing your dreams through and surrounding yourself with positive people and working at it does make a difference.